Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Very hot presidential debate. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. In just about 48 hours from now, 10 Republican contenders for president will debate each other in prime time from Cleveland, Ohio. But this debate has one very unusual component, a red-hot Donald Trump. Mr. Trump is averaging more than 23% support in the polls among Republicans. Next is Jeb Bush, 12.8%, followed by Scott Walker, 10.6%. All the rest of the contenders are far back. So the upcoming debate is all about Donald Trump and how he will handle his front-runner status. It is likely many will tune in simply to see the drama. Will Trump go after his competitors, or will he become a statesman, trying to demonstrate that he has the political finesse to run the country? Talking Points does not know how the debate will play out, which makes it exciting. Now, some of you have asked why I'm not one of the interrogators. The reason is my role is that of a watchdog. I watch all powerful people. I am now a debater on television rather than an inquisitor. That does not play in a debate format. There are simply too many people and too many questions to be asked. If the contender doesn't answer the question, we can expect follow-ups. But if he still doesn't answer, there's nothing the Fox News moderators can do. It's not like they can call the evaders pinheads, like some people I know. So it's better for me to be like you, to watch what happens in the debate and then analyze after the fact. Megyn Kelly, Bret Baier, Chris Wallace, all seasoned journalists, and they will do a fine job. Coming up, very important debate for the Republican contenders. All of them, with the exception of Donald Trump, need to gain recognition among the voters. And that will not be easy. And that's the memo. Now for the top story tonight. Joining us from his lavish headquarters here in New York City is Donald Trump. So have you been rehearsing for the debate like all the other candidates are today? Are you rehearsing?
Well, not really, Bill. I don't know how you can rehearse for a debate. I watched Mitt Romney. He let us down last time he rehearsed. And in that third debate, it was really catastrophic. I don't know what happened to him. But I think you have to be yourself. You have to be who you are. I don't have any pollsters. I know the other folks have pollsters, and everything's got to be just perfect. The fact is, the pollsters oftentimes, they don't work. If they were any good, why aren't they running? So I really just want to be myself. I know the subject matter very well. I've been talking about it for a long time. I guess I've been talking about it for many years. Essentially, we're talking about politicians that are all talk, no action. They don't get it done. Our country's really going bad. We're going downhill fast, and we have to stop it. And I can stop it. I built great businesses, and I've had a great life.
But
I don't need to do this. But
the Fox News people are going to ask you specific questions. Let me give you an example. Remember when you and I talked, and when you announced your candidacy, and I actually came over to your headquarters, and I was patted down by 15 security guys, and I had to take a test. It was like the Motor Vehicles Bureau. But then finally we spoke, and then I said to you, hey, the Mexicans aren't going to pay for the wall between Brownsville and San Diego. They're not going to do it. And then you said, yes, they are. And I said, no, they're not. So now you're going to expect questions like, okay, tell me, and this is from the Fox News guys and gal, how you're going to make the Mexicans pay. How are you going to do it? They're going to want you to be specific.
So simple.
Are you ready to do that?
So simple. I'm totally ready to do that. The Great Wall of China, built a long time ago, is 13,000 miles. I mean, you're talking about big stuff. We're talking about peanuts by comparison to that. Mexico will pay for the wall. I will make sure it gets done properly.
But how is Mexico? What are you going to do to Nieto? What are you going to say to him? Hey, Bill, you have to pay for the wall to the tune of $2 billion? He's going to say, hey, Bill, forget it.
Bill, they're making a fortune. Mexico is making a fortune in the United States. It's becoming the new China in terms of trade. They're killing us at the border. I have a lot of respect for Mexico. I have hundreds, actually thousands of Mexicans that have worked for me over the years. And now the fact is that Mexico, terrific people and really smart leadership. And they're killing our leadership because they're sharper, they're more cunning.
All right,
they
you
know
said
what
that
they're
before,
doing.
but you're still not telling me how you're going to make Nieto pay for the wall. How?
Bill, it's simple. They're taking in billions and billions of dollars. They're building the Ford company, Ford Motor Company.
So you're going to
is
stop
building
all
a
that trade with them?
$2.5 billion. No, I'm going to say Mexico, guess what? This is not going to continue. You're going to pay for the wall. And I've said they're going to pay for the wall, and they will pay for the wall. And, Bill, it's peanuts compared to the money we're talking about. They take in what they're doing to us in trade and at the border.
All right, there is
unbelievable.
If you would repeal NAFTA by executive order as president, that would certainly hurt Mexico. So maybe you could do that. By the way, do you know why they built the Great Wall of China, who they wanted to keep out?
Lots of people that they didn't want.
The Mongol horde. So that might come up tomorrow. And you credit me for giving you that answer if you use the Great Wall deal.
Okay, good. I'll remember that.
All right,
I'll remember that.
Now, you've been tough on Jeb Bush particularly. Tomorrow night, he's going to be next to you, I believe. He's going to stand next to you. Are you going to say, we don't need another Bush? What are you doing here? Get off the stage? You're going to do that?
I don't know if I do that. I want to be right down the middle. I want to talk about policy. I want to talk about the wall. I want to talk about illegal immigration. I want to talk about bad trade deals. I may say that I can negotiate better than any of these folks. I did write the art of the deal. I built a phenomenal business, as you know. And, you know, I have certain abilities that they do not have.
But
I know
do you plan on singling
many
out
of the people,
Bush or Walker or any of the others? Do you plan on singling them out?
I'm not looking to do that. I'm not looking to hurt anybody. I'm not looking to embarrass anybody. If I have to bring up deficiencies, I'll bring up deficiencies. But certainly I'm not looking to do that. I'd rather go straight down the middle.
So
but you don't know what's going to happen.
I can assume that you're not going to launch the first grenade, but if they come after you, you'll go back at them.
I think you can assume that, yes.
Okay, because Rand Paul almost has to go after you. I mean, because his campaign, he's got to get attention. Chris Christie and you're friends with Governor Christie, right? So I don't expect that to happen. But I think Rand Paul, he may throw a few.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I think Rand Paul.
We'll see what happens.
Okay, now, are you nervous? Do you get nervous? I mean, it's a big deal. 48 hours. This is probably the biggest thing in your life. I mean, you can tell Geraldo that he's a pinhead on your other show that you're not doing anymore, but that's nothing compared to this worldwide debate. Are you nervous?
Well, I mean, the biggest thing in my life is my family, my children, in all fairness.
Okay, but I mean, I'm talking
to professional. This is a different kind of a thing.
Right.
Yeah, this is a different kind of a thing. This is a big league deal. There's no question about it. Everybody's talking about it. I'm getting calls from the biggest people in the world. They're watching. Everybody.
Well, you're on the biggest show in the world right
parties.
Now. Come on. I mean, you know where you are.
Well,
but do you get nervous? Are you apprehensive? You know, are you staying up at night and probably? I know you don't sleep much at all. But are you a little apprehensive?
I would think so. I mean, you don't know what's going to come at you. You don't know where these other people are going to come. You don't know whether or not the three folks that are asking the questions, I mean, they're going to try and trick you up, which is unfortunate because all of that has nothing to do with being a great president. But I'm doing it because it's something you have to do. And again, I've never debated. My whole life has been a debate, but I've never debated before. These politicians, all they do is debate.
You're not going to have any trouble with that. You're a little quick. You'll have answers, so. And I know you will. But you know what? I think you're surprised at your poll numbers. I think you're surprised that you're the front runner right now, and all eyes are on you in this debate. I think that's taken you aback.
Well, the poll numbers are not only good, I mean, they're phenomenal. We just got numbers from South Carolina, which are through the roof, Iowa, New Hampshire, not only the national numbers. So I'm very honored by it. But what it really shows is that people are tired of incompetence. They don't want incompetent politicians running our country. They don't want the Iran deal where they get 24 days. And it's really not 24. It's much more than that. It's 24 days plus there's a period of time before that to look and go and check. You know, they don't want prisoners left over there. We sign a deal.
You're getting the teed-off vote. There's no doubt about it.
Politicians. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to be watching. And so, we wish all the candidates good luck. We want straight talk. Obviously, you give straight talk. Although I don't think you're going to be able to make Nieto pay for that wall. But you might be. Prove me wrong. Well, we'll see.
I will prove you wrong. You watch. I will prove you wrong.
All right. Donald Trump, everybody. Thanks for coming on tonight.